YouTube, it's Rico, man. I'm back with another video. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got that Lakers versus Rockets full game 3 highlights. Yesterday's game, man, Rondo, Bron, AD went off yesterday, man. No cap, man. I enjoyed watching that game. They definitely stepped it up, man. Got the job done, man. So now, tomorrow, based off whoever win that game, we pretty much know who the series going to. If Lakers go up 3-1, Lakers winning the series. It's just that simple. But other than that, we finna go ahead and get into these highlights. Now, let me start the screen record real quick. That started. Nope. Started now. And now let's start the video.
Congratulations to the Miami Heat advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals as LeBron James gets our scoring started tonight to deliver much more than he did in Game 2. Had a good Game 1, still coming back from injury, and that's a good start.
Russ definitely got that bank shot in his arsenal. I could tell he do really shoot at the backboard sometimes on that type of shot, because that bank shot, we seen Dwayne Wade do it a lot. Sometimes Kobe might here and there do it, but Russell Westbrook, he definitely got that in his arsenal. I can tell he worked on that, because every game he done played this series, I done seen him hit a bank shot. So we know he did for sure work on that. And that's a good shot to have the whole time. That's just basically, if you hit the ball off the backboard in the right spot, then that's a guaranteed bucket. Just like if you were doing a layup, pretty much off the square.
Back on the bench with him. How about Westbrook? He's hit a 3 now. Green, LeBron up top. Caldwell Pope, a hot pass coming back.
I was gonna say that was gonna be a nasty play.
With the two-handed jam. Seen Miami take down Milwaukee. And a 5-seed.
And Bron was in his bag tonight too, though. He was going crazy. He was matching on from bucket for bucket.
And it's been something to watch. Here's LeBron, little fade away.
Making it too easy out there.
He would give Daniel House. He did say it was not COVID related.
Rondo, man. Rondo definitely an X factor for sure, man, because his playmaking allows Bron to not have to play almost damn near every minute of the game and have to be the playmaker and stuff. Because Rondo come in and he's a boost to their playmaking for sure. And he a legit pure point guard that a team like Bron needs.
Gets it to go.
Good play. And he was aggressive too on the scoring end too. He wasn't just playmaking, he was also scoring. I think he finished with like 20 off the bench last night. Playoff Rondo is legit.
Westbrook with 9 out of the gates, including a 3. Kuzma drops
just over.
In 5 years, 11th on the all-time win percentage list for guys who have coached at least 5 seasons.
I ain't gonna lie, we don't talk about Jeff Green enough. Jeff Green is a great player, man. Ever since his Boston days and stuff like that, man's has been a hooper. And also what a lot of people probably don't know or remember is he's had an open heart surgery. So we should be glad that he's able to still perform and play this game that he loved, man. Because open heart surgery, we all know that's not a good thing when you got to have that done. But he was able to pull through and continue his NBA career as if nothing happened. So shout out to him, and he's a great player for sure, man, because he definitely provide Rockets with a threat on the court as far as scoring and sometimes even on defense, because at a point too he was also known as a great two-way player, because he could score on the offensive end and play defense, and he still can do that today for both. So shout out to him, man. He's definitely a great X factor for the Rockets. But at this point right now, Lakers continue to play the way they play. Rockets ain't got no answers. It's just that simple. They can shoot the 3 as much as they want to, but when they not falling, they pretty much their whole game plan falls. So it is what it is, though.
As they get set. Inside, LeBron James gets it deep.
Good N1. Good fake for the N1 play to draw contact.
Only a corner 3-point shooter, but maybe he is.
Here's LeBron James.
In his bag tonight, y'all. Last night.
Deep in the post, as we saw in transition. He's hit 3s, and now he's hit a mid-range.
Gotta live with that too, man. Not only do you gotta live with his shots if it's contested, but you also gotta live with him being able to move that ball around with his handles and get into the rim.
7 Los Angeles turnovers at this point. Finally, An escape, and Harden with the floor.
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of a luck shot, but hey,
Controlling it, and his pocket picked
it
by
is what it
Covington.
is, though.
Covington's so good at that. One of the top steals man in the league, and Westbrook on the lob from Harden. That has not been the case here tonight for the Rockets. They lead it by 6.
The Lakers playing a little bit differently, and LeBron James, my
LeBron
gosh,
playing like that,
that's a tough shot. You have staying
unstoppable.
home more
It's
on
just,
the perimeter, I think, to take away
simple. It's
threes, which has
unstoppable.
opened up drives to the rim. So the points in the paint are up, and the three-point attempts are
26
Hitting
points
all
on the
that.
board. He's got 14 in the quarter. Here's Westbrook. Pull up.
That bank shot, man, I'm telling y'all, that bank shot is one of his best shots.
And he finds Harden wide open. Boy,
You can't guard against that, because a bank shot like that, that's guaranteed money.
James and comes up short into the hands of Davis. Now the Lakers on the run to LeBron. LeBron all the way.
People gotta realize, yeah, we keep saying he in year 17, but look at the amount of minutes he have on his body. Look at the amount of playoff games he has in his career. Look at the amount of contact and up and down on the court and still dunking like it's nothing type of impact on his body. Like, your body at a point like that, you definitely supposed to be breaking down. You definitely supposed to be losing a couple notches in your speed. But this man's still one of the best, still doing what he been doing since his prime years. And on top of that, still one of the fastest, because people also don't talk about this enough. Bron's speed, he got guard speed. If he really wants to, he can get up the court and down the court without a problem, as great as Magic, Derrick Rose with his speed, John Wall with his speed. He can chase down anybody on any play. If you telling me I need to chase down block from on any player pretty much that's on the fast break, I'm taking Bron every time. Because Bron, if he want to, he can catch up to that person that's on that fast break that think they finna get an easy bucket. It's just that simple. But the man's at this year and age, with the amount of mileage on his body, ain't even close.
Freight train coming. LeBron James. Covington still grabbing at his jaw, it looks like. Up top for Davis. The second time tonight.
Good find on the
You've got to
alley-oop.
wait until the ball gets to the wing to be fronting.
Gotta live with that one.
Too easy. James Hardaway here in the third quarter. This is game 3. Rockets won the opener. Lakers answered in game 2. LeBron coming off a huge first half there. Quickly draws that double team. Passes out of it. LeBron James on the drive. James gives it up. And Markieff Morris with a strong.
And y'all keep saying how great PJ Tucker defense was in game 1. I'll give him game 1, but I already told people game 2, Brian and AD gonna be more aggressive. Sure enough, now look, PJ Tucker ain't able to hold Bron from doing what he want to do, whether it be driving and completing the play on his own or passing it off. He can't stop LeBron from getting to the spot he want to get to, especially with AD as well. AD is just going to be AD, y'all. We got to realize that. But, yeah, we would like to see him drive more, but we also said that same things about Kobe, MJ. We said a lot of things that we would like to see those players do. We got to accept that they play the game the way they play the game. AD plays the way he plays, and that's his bread and butter. He shouldn't change it up for it just because, we just fans and we want to see him do this and that. Like, no, he knows what he's doing. He knows what it takes to have a game that he plays pretty much. So if that's the way he likes to play, catch the ball in the post up, whether it be in the post or away from the rim and stuff like that, hey, so be it. Because his jump shot, too, that turnaround shot, when it's falling, it's falling. You can't stop that either. That's one of his go-to moves, too. We done seen him hit that over Rudy Gobert. We done seen him do that against players like Joel Embiid. We done seen him do it against a lot of great players that's his size. That turnaround jumper is just in his arsenal. We got to accept the fact that's the way he likes to play. It's just that simple. But other than that, let's get back to it.
Long finish. They'll disjointed here in this set for the Rockets. When in doubt, give the ball to Harden. He gives it up. Gordon for 3 over Green. He's got another one.
Gotta live with that
tied
one.
at 72. Back and forth they go. LeBron James strong. And
Can't
LeBron
hold
James.
him. Can't do it.
He's got 31 first points of the third quarter for LeBron. Harden for an answer. Yes.
You gotta live with that one, man. I'm gonna keep saying it every time I see him hit something like that. You gotta live with it.
Davis a flurry of moves. Rondo got to put one up.
Hey, Rondo was in. Shit, Rondo was just going off yesterday too. I can't even lie to y'all.
Clock ticks down to 2, down to 1. Rivers goes strong and it's blocked by James. Covington puts it back. No shot.
Austin must not know.
In time. Look at this block.
Austin must not know.
With the play. He just did not get it off.
The chase down by LeBron James.
But when LeBron James is playing the way he has played, how do you slow him down?
Well, you don't.
The
You
defense.
make sure you get all the 50-50 balls, do all the little things.
Kuz definitely stepped up last night too. We can't ignore the fact that Kuz also had some big buckets
Well, we went
last
from
night
an
too.
offensive battle in the first half to a defensive struggle in the third quarter.
At the end of the quarter.
The ball
he'll pull a
movement.
3. And Rondo hits another one. Largest Laker lead. Look at that Laker bench, that coaching staff on their feet. Here's LeBron, gives it up. Morris across court. Rondo just hit a 3. And Rondo's got his third made 3 of the night.
Rajon Rondo is
And that was
saying,
pretty much
"I
all
guess
she
we
wrote
do it."
after that
And it's
shot.
me, and they double team Harden and get a steal. And
When
another
Lakers playing like
Rondo
this,
bucket.
be ready, man. They can take anybody in any series. It's just that simple.
Green passes up a 3, spins off Caruso, and jams it home.
Like I said, Jeff
Rondo
Green,
has
one
the
of the
last
best
8
players
points for the
that would
Lakers.
come off the bench for a
Markieff gives it
team
right
for
back
sure.
to him.
He
Now
an
it's
X factor for
Caruso,
any
and
team.
he buries a 3, and the Lakers
Underrated
got the
for
foot
sure.
on the gas here in the fourth quarter.
Defense off the ball has been active.
Was tied at 82 at the end of the third and making a 17-5 run. Finals. Haven't seen a 5 seed go to the conference finals since Memphis did it in 2013. Here's Rondo on the take, cannot score. Boy, Covington hit the
Oh
floor.
yeah, that was a crazy play. Because at first, when I first saw it, I didn't really even know what happened. But once they showed the replay, Covington definitely took the worst shot. But also, well, no, I can't say he took the worst. Yeah, he took it across his head and stuff with a forearm. At the same time, AD, when he did that, his whole elbow came crashing into his side real hard. So when you a person that tall and stuff like that, them type of hits is gonna hurt very well. It's gonna hurt and it's gonna possibly make you sore for a minute. And plus, with a player like AD, the way he plays and the stuff he does, that could definitely impact his next game and stuff, and see how he go from there. Cause they both definitely took a hard hit for sure. I ain't gonna say that one person's hit was worse than the other, but they definitely took a bad hit, both of them.
Hard.
Really, I think right into his hip, right into the side. Oh.
And I know once that adrenaline, the reason why too I'm saying that too is that adrenaline, once it runs out,
Got Tucker on him.
you're gonna be
James
feeling it.
patient spins and
Definitely.
LeBron James.
Green just missed the layup.
Rondo touch pass to Caldwell Pope. He's on the drive and he's met at the rim by Westbrook. A block by Westbrook. Lakers are just all over every Rocket. Whoever has the ball, there's just nothing going on. And a tough
That bank
bucket
shot,
by
man,
Russell
hey,
Westbrook. Wow.
bail you out every time. That bank shot is
Westbrook's
guaranteed
got
money.
26. Caldwell Pope comes up short. Offensive board, Kuzma.
You get into close games in the playoffs, you're not always going to have a double-figure lead going down. And you mentioned the Rockets' free throw shooting. The fact that they only have 12 attempts is a mark of great
Gotta
Laker
live with
defense
that
also.
one, man. He
Game
just
2,
money.
and they are key once again tonight. Kuzma on the breakaway. Exclamation point for Kyle Kuzma. They combined for 62 tonight.
Like I said, man, if
Welcome to Undisputed. I'm Jenny
hold on,
Jackson.
alright, hold on, we ain't come here for that either. Like, stop the record. What's going on? Alright, but like I said, I wonder what's gonna happen with the Rockets after this series, cause best believe if they take this L, which I believe the Lakers will get on that L this series, where do they go from here? Cause yeah, y'all did great with the small ball and all with Russ and James Harden, but where do you go? Like who do y'all bring in to make the team better? Cause y'all used to playing small ball and y'all used to playing from the 3-point range, but it's a lot of players you can't just bring in that can play that way. It's like even another star, you can bring them another star, but 9 times out of 10, that shoot the three majority of the time ain't always gonna be that type of way y'all should play. Just especially with another player that doesn't play like that or thrives in a situation like that. Like, cause if like say you bring in a player that doesn't have a great jump shot, like where how do you adjust and how do you compensate for him not being able to have a great jump shot to play the way y'all play? Because like I said, the Rockets, their whole game is based around the three ball. If their threes not going in, it's open season. It's just that simple. Because now, if your threes ain't going in, you ain't really got nobody that's going to stop players like AD and Bron from doing what they do. Where do you go from there? Who do you bring in? And do y'all adjust to make sure that player is able to be utilized great in that situation? Because we all know James Harden and Russ, they play with shooters. So just like people was talking about how Bron plays and he thrives with teams that got shooters. How do y'all compensate for another good player? Y'all pretty much know what I'm saying, but we just gonna have to wait and see, man, because that's gonna be a tricky situation for the Rockets to figure out and what they want to do from there. Because we all know they want to bring Mike D'Antoni back for coaching, so there's no debate on that. He's gonna come back, but as far as bringing in another player, because they definitely can't continue to play like that. Cause that three ball is great to have, but at the same time, when those shots not falling, now you gotta adjust. And then on top of that, y'all ain't really got no defenders that's above 6'6" like that on the team. Y'all got Tyson Chandler, but y'all don't use him at all. I already know, low key, Tyson Chandler might not even go back to them. He might retire. I don't know. I forgot. I forgot how old he is, but I know he up there in age. But a person like him, I know he ain't gonna want to stay there in that long term, just because of the simple fact that Rockets pretty much are set on the way they play the game. They don't need no 7-foot player, pretty much. They don't need nobody that's gonna be clogging up the paint and stuff like that. They want to have available spacing every single quarter, every single second of the game. They just want to have that spacing where, all right, if we want to shoot, we can shoot. If we want to drive, we can go ahead and drive. We ain't got to feed no big man, no nothing to get him started to go do what he do. So, like I said, man, it's pretty much going to be interesting to see what they do with that roster, just because of the simple fact they're going to need another player that's not always just shooting the three and stuff like that, but they also going to need another player that's going to impact the game on both ends of the court and still provide somewhere around all-star type numbers. Because Russell and James Harden, they got it, but I just don't see that working too long. I just really don't, especially if they take the L this year. But we're going to see what's going to happen with that team. But other than that, though, man, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new. And we're on the grind of 1,500K and 5K. So if you're brand new, definitely hit that subscribe button and share our videos, man. We coming up, man. We on the grind of 5K. Simple. Other than that, though, man, see y'all later on. Peace.